Can you guys, you both have beautiful artwork on your arms. Would you mind telling us a little bit about
Oh, well, this is my husband's artwork. This is the first one that he, well, it's not, it's the first one with it is the first one. So that's basically based on the design that I'll show you during the talk later on. So the women made beautiful, what they call tiputa, so they're ponchos, and that's based on the design that came over the shoulders. And then later on we just had an idea for this one. It's partly based on, so you can see the diamond shapes, that's partly based on this serrated one that I've got on my right arm. Waves, so my daughter Moatua is named after the original Moatua, and you can break that up into a couple of different meanings. So Mo can mean all, and Atua is God, so it can mean all of the gods, or it can mean the true God. But we have to be really careful about interpretations of that. Or it can mean Moa Tua, so the mountainous seas, and so we looked at that for the design, and you know, so these are the mountains, these are the seas. Basically, yeah, that's what it's all about. It's really just about reaching back into the past to touch the ancestors.
And the very first time I went to visit Pauline, I took my daughter with me, and I said, I can't get a tattoo because Pauline's a wonderful partner, is this wonderful Tahitian tattoo artist. And the days went by, we're getting near the end, and Rosie said, Mum, you're going to have to really do it, because we have to go in a couple of days. I was like,
They're really careful and thinking it through.
And George helped me to work out the design so it could be talking about my family. So because my first, the one he did then is on my shoulder, and I wanted it on my shoulder, so it was, yes, looking back into the past and going forward into the future, with the idea of you walk back into the future. And it has my family in it, and my genealogy and all those things. And George was, was really helpful in helping me to sort of get it all together, and then he did it for me, and that was wonderful. And then when we went back for the celebration and the festival, they are a bit addictive, I have to say.
Yeah, they are.
And so by then, another one. And so George did this one for me, and it has the same sort of idea as Pauline's, where it uses those symbols of the triangle and these little images which occur on Picture, but it actually also links to my bigger one, so that there's sort of a feature. And my daughter also had a tiny, which is a bit like this one, on her back when we all went that first time. And the ones on my hand I actually had done. I have a friend in Auckland who's a tattoo artist, and I designed this one around Norfolk because I was feeling sad about Norfolk, and it's this tropic bird, which is this image at the top, flies around the Pacific. And once my daughter found, he has this beautiful little red feather that comes out of its tail, and she found one on the beach one day. It was such a significant thing. And then the triangle is for the three islands in our past. Norfolk and Pitcairn, and now I live in New Zealand, it's the Norfolk Pine and the Pacific Star. And this one is actually a memorial to a Māori friend of mine who was very dead and who passed away.
And these are images of petroglyphs that are on the walls.
Down the road?
Down the road, yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it's actually, amazing.
So George helped to sort of, as he does, he's very skilled at incorporating your stories into the artwork on the skin.